Morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. I have another Easter story for you today, and this one is by the author Hans Wilhelm. The title of the book is called Bunny Trouble. Once there was a rabbit colony that was different from any other. The rabbits were in charge of decorating all the Easter eggs for the Easter Bunny to deliver. Everybody worked year-round getting ready. Lots of busy bunnies. Everyone except Ralph. He cared about only one thing in the world. Can you guess what it is? Take a look at the picture. Ralph liked soccer more than anything else. It worried his mother, it worried his father. Oops. It worried the other rabbits in the colony. It worried his teachers in school where all the young rabbits went to learn egg decorating. Where was Ralph when everyone else was hard at work in the classroom? Can you guess where he was? He was outside working on his fancy footwork. That's why we say don't kick the ball near the windows. Look what happened to Ralph. It worried his sister Liza, especially when it ruined her birthday party. There's Ralph kicking the ball, and look where it's going. Oh dear. Liza loved Ralph more than anyone else in the world, but she knew one day it would get him in trouble. He just didn't fit in. Every year, as each Easter approached, everyone got busier and busier. The chickens laid more eggs. The painters and the jelly bean makers and all the basket stuffers worked overtime. A lot of work to do to get ready for Easter. And what do you see flying in the air? It must be Ralph. Ralph had to work too, but he had a hard time keeping his mind on his job. Instead, he was thinking about place kicks. He tried just one. Oops, over went a full basket of eggs. The poor chickens groaned. The rabbits shouted at Ralph. "Go play soccer on the other side of the tree so we can finish our work in peace," they said. Poor Ralph, always causing trouble. Ralph was glad to go. He went off to play by himself on the other side of the forest. Now who was he bothering? That night, Ralph did not come home. His mother wept and worried. "Where could he be?" she said. "Easter is only 2 days away. We must find him." Poor Mama. Morning came, and still Ralph had not come home. Liza slipped out to look for him. She found him not far away, locked up in a cage. A farmer had caught him while he was practicing his dribble in the cauliflower field. "The coach always told us to look where we were going and not at our feet," he said. "Don't worry," Liza told him. "I'll go and get some help." Who do you think she's going to get? She ran back past the busy rabbits, calling, "Mama, Mama, we must save Ralph. The farmer has caught him, and he's going to make him into Easter dinner." "Oh, I knew that bunny would get into trouble someday," cried Mama, as she followed Liza to Ralph's cage. It had thick bars and a heavy lock. "We'll never get him out of there," moaned Mama when she saw poor Ralph inside. "Of course we will," Liza said. "I think I can get the lock open." Oh, look at poor Ralph. He looks so sad. At least Farmer gave him a carrot to eat. Liza worked for hours, but the lock refused to be picked. The bars wouldn't bend, and the door couldn't be pried off. "If I ever get free," said Ralph, "I promise I'll never play soccer again." "No, Ralph," said Liza, "you want to be a soccer player, and you will be too. But you also have to help with the eggs." "And not be such a nuisance," said Mama. Ralph knew they were right. He promised to do what they said. Hours went by. Suddenly Liza cried, "I've got an idea. I think we'll do the trick, but we have to hurry." Nothing was working. Liza and Mama ran all the way home, and in no time at all, Liza was back carrying a small bundle under her arms. She squeezed it carefully through the bars of Ralph's cage, and then she whispered the plan. What's she carrying? Wonder what the plan was. The next morning, there was a great commotion around the cage. All the animals were running around. I wonder what was happening. Inside it, next to Ralph, was a basket of the most beautiful Easter eggs anyone had ever seen. Some were polka dotted, some were dyed purple, and some were painted with rainbows. The farmer's children gathered around. "Oh, he must be the Easter Bunny," they said. "How else could he have gotten those eggs? We must let him go or there won't be any Easter for us." So the farmer opened the cage door, and Ralph ran home as fast as he could. Did the plan work? Did they trick the farmer? I think they might have. But he didn't forget Liza's words. He did try harder with his painting. Ralph even became known for one very special design, which he did better than anyone else. He did it almost as good as he was a kicker, a passer, and a scorer. You guess what his special eggs look like? Soccer balls. I hope you enjoyed today's story, Bunny Trouble. And we have one more Easter story that I will read to you tomorrow on Friday. Have a wonderful day.